Hi everyone, I'm Gidget with the Graham team here at Crown Point Realty, here to give you an update about how COVID-19 has been affecting the housing market in the last few months. We've all recently seen a lot of negative news come from around the world, but I'm happy to tell you something positive about home prices. The median home price pre-COVID, so that's back in February, was at $319,000. Fast forward to June of this year, and home prices are at $325,000. That's an appreciation year to date of 4.1%. And from June of 2019, the year over year appreciation is at 6.9%. This means that home prices have remained steady here in Southern Nevada. Our state continues to grow in population, also while experiencing home appreciation. Some of the best news to hit the housing market is our record low interest rates. Just this last week, we saw interest rates drop below 3%. We are expecting interest rates to stay in that low 3% range for the remainder of 2020, keeping the purchasing power strong for our buyers. Now, the current housing market is experiencing a challenge with low inventory. Inventory is the number of months that we have available based upon demand or the number of homes we have sold. In our last market update, inventory was about 2.1 months. June's housing single-family home number is running about that same figure. Although year to date, we are down in volume with a 15% decline of homes sold and a 22% decline of new listings from June of 2019. Recently, we've seen a strong buyer demand. That means we have sold more homes than we have inventory. That decline means we have shortened our days on market listings, with 59% of our homes selling in less than 30 days. So what will happen to the economy and the housing market post-COVID-19? There is no one with a post-COVID-19 crystal ball that I feel comfortable quoting, but let's review what the financial sectors are having to say. The leading financial institutions are predicting that the housing market will likely benefit from the low mortgage rates, a strong consumer demand for a larger home with more space as more and more people work from home, and desire to move away from overpopulated and expensive cities. Here at the Graham team, what do we anticipate for the remainder of 2020? With low inventory levels and a strong consumer demand, under normal economic conditions, we would expect to see prices jump. However, we're predicting that based upon unemployment and consumer concerns, that pricing will stay relatively flat for the remainder of this year. As you know, Nevada was one of the hardest hit states for unemployment filings due to our leisure and hospitality industry having the most significant number of layoffs. Even though our hotels and restaurants were able to reopen, unemployment is still relatively high here in Southern Nevada. The unemployment rate did drop down to 15% in June from a significant decline from the high of 25% back in April. At a national level, the expert economists are expecting that temporary unemployment will continue to drop, but permanent job losses will keep rising. So moving on to migration, which is another factor that affects housing here in Southern Nevada, hundreds of thousands of people are leaving the state of California, with a lot of them heading to Nevada, Idaho, Arizona, Oregon, and Texas. We could see this migration increase significantly as more employers extend their work-from-home options, leading more people to want to work from a home that is in a more affordable state, like right here in Southern Nevada. As we mentioned in our last housing update, the equity in homes is at historical levels, so 53.8% of American households having at least 50% of equity in their homes. That's a great investment for them. So is right now the time for you to purchase a home? Well, I have to tell you that depends on you. Do you have strong employment? Are you looking to hold a home for at least 5 years? The idea of locking in an interest rate with a low interest rate with an affordable payment sound attractive to you? If prices did soften slightly, would you be overly concerned or worried? Or would you be okay if you locked in an affordable payment in for the long hold? Well, that's you, then putting equity in your pocket versus your landlord's, especially with rising rents, might be the right time for you to purchase. For our sellers, as we mentioned, there's a lot of consumer demand right now. We're seeing more online traffic with people viewing our homes than ever before. So it's extremely important to have a wow online presence, and it's critical for a strong competitive advantage in making sure you get the most equity out of your home sale. More buyers are making decisions online. That means your virtual marketing platform is extremely important. This includes 3D virtual walkthroughs so the consumer can view your home from the comfort of their couch. They actually make the purchasing decisions before even viewing the home. So when they come to your home, they've already fallen in love with it. They've already determined the value for it. So it's extremely important that have the strongest online presence you can. Let's also implement some of the safety protocols because less people are coming into the home until they've already made a decision that this is the right home for them. In regards to safety protocols, I know that you may be asking, how do I safely have my home listed? We have implemented, and of course, all realtors across town have implemented some very strong safety protocols to make sure that homes are viewed when their timing is right with masks, booties, and gloves. The agents are opening doors with a gloved hand so that consumers are not touching your doorknobs and your handles in your home. Also, our home inspectors and appraisers are using these same methods, and a lot of our appraisers are using our photos to do their appraisals so they don't even have to step foot in the house. So, of course, we'll keep you updated as our weekly facts and figures change through our Market Monday update reports. We want to be a resource for you, no matter for all things real estate. So, you're looking at real estate investment decisions, or you just want to see what's happening in your community, or you're thinking about purchasing a home in the next year and you want to see what that might look like for you, what payments might be, and what that interest rate power might look like. Please reach out to us. We'd love to be a resource for you for all things real estate. Have a great week.